right, I'm going to redo it in just like 2 minutes. Fuck it. The audio was absolutely fucked. I know what was happening. I can't be bothered to talk about it. Edinburgh Fringe drama. Not that I missed it, but when I got home, I saw an article talking about a show that was so offensive I had to walk out. The show that I was on got an official complaint, even though it's labelled as being offensive. It's getting ridiculous. So we see the big news, obviously, is Jerry Sadowitz got, I think, the nights 2 and 3 pulled off of his 3-night run. The venue said it doesn't align with their values. We support free speech and censorship, but we cannot have blah blah blah. We had an unprecedented amount of complaints. What's unprecedented? What's unprecedented mean? I don't believe you. Who was upset? Was it staff? And then Sadowitz has come out and said, obviously, that they're kind of cheapening his act, and he will say really offensive stuff, but then within the context of the show, you will see it. Sometimes he doesn't always get it right, where he talks too fast. And I think there needs to be some freedom with that. Sometimes you see comics throw a grenade and then either justify it or talk themselves around it. So the short version of it really is that it's on the venue and it's on the people. If you're going to book Jerry Sadowitz, you know who he is. You know who he is. There's no mistake. There's no mistake. You're paying him a lot of money. He's charging a lot of money. The venue's charging a lot of money. You all know who he is. Now, if you've got tourists wandering off the street or some students working there or wandering in, paying the money, it's also on them. If you're going to be paying proper money, research the comic you're going to see. That's it. That's the real short version. It's on the venue and on the people. The debate on whether or not he should be getting his out or saying whatever he said, apparently a racial slur against a British politician. I mean, that's a different discussion. But also, it's all about context anyway. And even if there isn't any context and it was just mental, just why are we removing shows? You know what he is. You know he's an offensive comedian. He's billed as that. You booked him. You paid him. And now you're pulling out. I hope you fucking paid him for those 2 nights. He is on a national tour. I'll catch a show. I think he's all over the place, like Nottingham, Birmingham, Cardiff, Brighton, Comedia, I think. Go and check out jerrysadowitz.com. This, again, is to replace the kind of episode before because the audio was absolutely screwed and I didn't know what was happening as it was being streamed, so sorry for that. Second point, Kunt and the Gang. Kunt and the Gang were a kind of musical act that I found about 8 years ago after the Jimmy Savile thing. I might sneeze in a second. And they had a song about the Jimmy Savile thing called Sexy Kids, and I think it went a bit like sexy kids made Jimmy Savile do what he did. It wasn't all that. They had a great impression of Jimmy Savile in there. And of course, the other classic, you brought a pedo along to five side. They've got a musical called Shannon Matthews, the musical at Edinburgh. Yes, Christina, yes, absolutely. But there was an article that said there's an evil act Edinburgh Fringe by Kunt and the Gang, but that is sold out and some people gave 5 stars. So what they're saying is it's a very successful show. It's a very funny show. And I didn't like it, is what that article means, isn't it? So I'm going to go and see when I return to Edinburgh next week. It's come around fast, the 25th. They're running to the 28th. I'm going to go and see, first of all, I'm going to go and see Jerry Sadowitz on one of his UK dates. But in Edinburgh, I'm going to go and catch Kunt and the Gang and watch Shannon Matthews, the musical. It's already out on digital, I think. I think that's to pay for it, but I didn't know that they've gone to perform it live, and I will be going to watch it. I also forgot that Kunt and the Gang follow me, so I'm going to reach out to them when I'm up there and see if I can't have a quick chat to them, maybe on the podcast. So, or get a beer or a coconut water if they don't drink anymore. Either Kunt, the Gang, or something in between. That's an abridged version of what I just did for 26 minutes in 4.5 minutes. I can't show you. I did have a joke poster that I drew in Snapchat. Again, not that I use Snapchat, but the doodling tool was handy. And we'll get a flight. Of a poster that I might, well, it's a show that I'm hopefully working on at the moment. taking it to possibly Brighton Fringe and then Edinburgh Fringe next year. So I'm working on with someone else, like probably a 30-minute thing. And I drew a pretend joke poster in the Snapchat doodle thing, and I think I kind of like it. I can't show you though. It's on the last video where the audio was fucked. I think it was picking up through the mic through my webcam, and the fan that I've got on my desk was blowing into the mic, so it's staccatoing my voice. I think that's what was happening, but I had no indication that that was what was happening while it was streaming. So that's why I've quickly done this. It's named just the same. I might let people know just to watch this one. It's a shame because I quite enjoyed doing that last little one. I have to say, I was a bit more thought out about it, but it really pissed me off. And it is what it is. But I'm not going to stick around here long. I'm not going to bore you. It's fairly focused on those two things. The fact of the matter is, yeah, if you're a venue promoter or owner and you books up someone that's billed like that and has got a history of doing that, he's 60 years old, he's been going a long time, that's on you. If your audience are getting upset, all right, if you want to, give them their money back. I wouldn't personally, but if you want to, give them their money back, and that's it. You don't need to be removing 2 extra shows. And I hope it's done him good. I'm gonna go and watch it, and I'll see. I hope he hasn't changed it at all. I'm concerned that a couple of clubs on that list might jump on the bandwagon and say, yeah, he doesn't align with our values either. Like I said, I've never seen him live, and I want to go and watch it myself rather than read an article or people's tweets about it, because everyone's a fucking idiot online anyway. So I think I'd much rather go and watch the show for myself, and then, yeah, for sure, I'm going to go and sit at the back of Kunt and the gang and have a good watch. And I will reach out to him as well to see if I can get him or them on the podcast at some point. I don't know how successful that'll be, but as I said, I forgot they follow me, so I might as well slide in those DMs. But I'm going to go up to Edinburgh first. Yeah, the 25th, which is next Thursday. In my head, it was a month away. Really, it was really 13 days away from when I came back. So yeah, I've got to work on that, book a lot more shows in. I've already got a midnight show on next Thursday. I'll hopefully be interviewing a comic called Stuart Kennedy, Greg Winfield, maybe Charlie Bowers, a few, and then we'll see what else I can do while I'm up there as well. But it's going to be rushing around. The weather's not going to be as good, which is good. It's going to be a lot cooler, so I can rush around a bit more and have a couple of crazy nights. I feel like a couple of crazy nights up there, which I didn't really get to have this time. Then I'm going, actually, one venue that Sadowitz is at is the Frog and Bucket in October, I think, and I'm going to be there on sometime in the end of August, but in a much lesser show, obviously, because I'll be on it. It's a good club though. I'll be there, yeah, soon. Busy. So Odam will be back Thursday for sure. Me and Jamie will discuss Edinburgh. We didn't spend that much time together, but we will talk about it. And then Saturday we've got a 12-hour podcast, 8 a.m. Eastern time to 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is 1 p.m. UK time to 1 a.m. Hopefully I can be around for most of it. I might have to bail off towards the end, and if it goes later, I'm not sure what I can do, but we'll see. That's for Christine Levine being greedy and wanting more camps than is necessary. By the way, that poster, I named it, and it's my idea, and I haven't got any credit yet. My name, Christine Levine, more cancer than necessary. So, oh, Noshimov. Yeah, Noshimov. You brought a pedo along to fight the side. Yeah, well, I'm not. This is going to end at 10 minutes, basically, just because I even laid on my space blanket, got my little chins out as well. Especially by the podathon, I'm going to have the setup. I'm hoping to get this behind me. I won't have the lights properly. I don't think I'll be able to get a decent microphone in time, but the audio will be better than tonight. It will be, and I'll have instant feedback as well, rather than just talking to myself. So that was, yeah, we'll try and sort that out. I'm going to have to rearrange this room by Friday. So Odam Thursday, the Christine Levine podathon all day Saturday. Yeah, long and short of it, whatever you think of Sadowitz, whether you think it's a good idea or not. Whoa. Actually, I have a habit recently of passing out, either like this or with my laptop on my chest, or even just leaning over like this, just like, then I can hear myself there. And I wake up, bit of apnea. a little bit of apnea. Wrote the wrong Ian Watkins. Is that what makes me so? Oh. yeah, it's a lyric from Kunt and the Gang. It's called The Bloke from Steps, Twisted Pedophile. It's been great. Yeah, check out Kunt and the Gang. Jimmy's the Sexy Kids one. It's not on their official channel anymore, I don't think. But also, You Brought a Pedo along to Five-A-Side. So yeah, Kat, I haven't seen you for ages. How was your holiday, by the way? I just wanted to pop in because I just literally just did a video. I quite liked it, and the audio was absolute trash, and I didn't know while I was doing it, so I thought I'd come in, get the same thoughts out in a short video, and get going. Cause I've got some things to do tonight. Actually, what I'm going to do tonight is some admin, but I'm also going to watch Tim Dillon's special, which has just come out. Should be basically similar to the show that I saw in London, and I still haven't seen Burr at Red Rocks, so we'll see how it can get on. And I'm 30 minutes out from the last episode of Better Call Saul. I've watched like 4 episodes since yesterday to catch up. Utter quality. Yeah, I'm doing this just because I couldn't be fucked to even sit up. And to be honest, my chair's not comfortable. My arse is numb, and it's not the first time. Don't tell anyone. That's all very UK way. All right, now I want to hang around, but I'm really not gonna. I'm gonna go and do stuff because I've done a short podcast that I wanted to do, and then that failed audio wise, and now a shorter one that I didn't want to do but thought I should do, and because I was just sitting there thinking whether or not I should jump out the window and just stop it all now. Just get off the train. Are you still on vacation, Kat? Before I go, let's grill Kat. Are you still on vacation? Or your holidays? Will we get an answer in the next 20 to 30 seconds? You brought a pedo along to Five-A-Side. I'm sure there used to be a video, but now I can just find a slideshow with like Gary Glitter in it and stuff. I can't remember, to be honest. I think a lot of the stuff has gone, or they've changed channels or something. I'll have to find out. Oh yeah, obviously you're a layabout, but I assumed yourself and Stevine went on to, went out to an Airbnb and looked at some interesting stuff. It looked like some good pictures. Yeah, take a break from social media if you and in general. I was going to the other day and then realised we've got this podathon thing, so I've got to be talking to people. The little guest list is filling up, by the way, which should be nice, and it'll be a little bit different because I think sometimes we'll just there'll be another show on there, and me, Napa, and Jamie won't be on screen at all, so that'll be good because I want to do as little as possible, quite frankly. I've already named the more cancer than necessary podathon, so that's my work done. That is my work done. All right, look, I'm laid on a space blanket. I'm getting warm. I'm not going to show you this setup in here. It's embarrassing. All the furniture is so thin, and if you knock anything, I mean just narrow, things just fall to the floor. I've dropped a whole cup of tea onto the top of my laptop power pack today. Like it just fell upside down and then onto the power pack, and I just looked at it. So I might get electrocuted too at some point. That's it. Kat, go away. Go and enjoy your media break. Don't get involved in this shit. Thanks for jumping on though, and yeah, I like that other one, and I might even, it's not like I can do YouTube to bitch. I might put some subtitles in it, but fuck it, I've done it in here. Sadowitz shouldn't have been cancelled for those reasons that they gave, at least. Where's the camera? There. All right, Pleasance, you dicks, and yeah, I won't be asking them for my stuff next year because mine will be in a much smaller venue. So, and Kunt and the Gang, I'm going to go and watch Shannon Matthews' musical, of course, the young girl that was kidnapped and that ended up just being locked under the bed of a family friend or family member, and they were doing it for the money. And that's why people are calling it an evil act to make a musical out of it, which I think is ridiculous because you have the Holocaust, you have what other evil acts have gone on. The actual case, the actual kidnapping was more evil than the comedy show, surely, is my other point. And and the other evil thing is going after Trump. All right, I'll see you later.